you just coming into a situation with a little plus one, and it's okay. Think about
Yeah.
you just coming into a situation with a little plus one, and it's okay. Think about
Yeah.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
think about your grandmother. Random thought for me to think about, but you know, it there are situations that work out, and we know plenty of people that have blended families. And so anyway, I say that all to say that I've always just told you, like, I know you're doing a great job. Nobody, you know, wants to be the only main parent, but what are you gonna do? He's here, and he's a
Yeah.
beautiful blessing.
No, he's here. And I like, you have your moments when you're like upset or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I do still strongly feel like he was meant to be here for me. Like he came for me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because he's changed my life in so many ways. And to be honest, like I've had really good boyfriends prior to Blaze. You know what I mean? And prior to that situation, I have. I've had good boyfriends who would have been good husbands and even better dads if it had worked out. It just didn't.
That shit is crazy.
So because there's like, because then you like people will start like questioning like, oh, she has bad taste in men or
Hmm.
something. Sorry, but people will be like, oh, she may have just bad taste in men. But I've had good boyfriends,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm like, listen, those relationships didn't work out. Blaze was supposed to be here from whomever Blaze came from, the both of us, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
Look, this right here is extremely sad, but it goes back to what I tell you guys all the time. If you want to know what type of woman you got, meet her mother. If her mom is for the streets, bro, your girl is a bird. She's for the streets too, because these women only know how to raise their daughters to be just like them. Like when a woman only know how to be a hoe, what you think she's gonna teach her daughter? She never been a virtuous woman a day in her life. And you could tell her daughter is just sad. Like she's really messed up because she's a bird and she's like, I don't know how I'm a bird. Bro, she even said it. I met a lot of great guys who would have been great fathers, but somehow I'm a single mother. While her mom is grooming her to show her that it's okay to be a single mother. Your grandmother was a single mother. I was a single mother. Her mom is telling her, like, yo, you are one of us. Because for some reason, I don't think it hit this chick yet that she's a bird. And it's sad because it's really not her fault. It's really not her fault. But all she knows how to be is a bird. And the signs are always there. She met a bunch of good men in her life. For some reason, she didn't have what it takes to be with those guys because she's not a virtuous woman. So, a woman like this will never be able to keep a good man for real. They will always return back to the streets to mess with the player. And what they're going to do is try to change the player, try to make him a sucker. They're going to try to domesticate the player. And when that doesn't work, they go through the phase of being all sad, and then they're gonna play the victim role. It's the same cycle, brother. It's the same cycle. Nothing new. And that's why I try to show you guys all the time. Hey, the signs are always there. All you gotta do is understand female nature, bro. And this is the perfect example of how a bird only raise a bird.
played it back and I watched it, and when you're in certain moments, you think about them differently, but I had like the opportunity to watch it like everybody else. And so I don't know, it was interesting. I think it was brave. I think it was brave of me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's like, hey, this is what it is. This is who we are. It's like, hey, this is what it is. This is who we are. And I don't know, that episode did good. It was a great,
That
actually, it was a
episode,
good
I mean, I'm not
episode.
surprised that the episode did great. I
Yeah.
think most of the world's or people that are watching the podcast and know your life, and obviously, Shanice had a baby, this, that, or whatever by, Game. I think that they were waiting on it, right? It's
Yeah.
like they're having all these guests on. Where is he?
Hmm.
So I mean, I think it happened right on time. It was interesting. I don't really read comments. I have been in the game long enough to not go down the rabbit hole and read anything, because I feel like years ago I did, and this was like many moons ago, but I don't anymore, because I don't like to allow certain energy into like my life, because sometimes you could read things and it's heavy or whatever. But I found it interesting that a lot of people, because you have friends and people that send you comments and stuff like that, everybody wanted to give Shanice the Sierra prayer. So how do you feel about that? It was
Please. I'm begging. I need all hands on deck with the Sierra prayer. I think I am deserving of
yeah.
it, I love it. Those people I feel like truly seen the situation. You know what I mean?
Sensational.
The fact that they believed the episode did good based on the views is sad, bro. This is what you call, fellas, a clout demon. This woman exposed her daughter's relationship. She damn near stripped her from anything she had sacred. Put it out there to the world. Let the world critique you. Let the world expose you. And then to say that was a good episode, it just shows you when a woman is for the streets, bro, she will never value any of her relationships. Birds don't value relationships. That's why I tell you guys all the time, the only type of women that will get on a podcast and talk about her relationship are women for the streets. Because a real woman, a real quality, virtuous woman will never get on a podcast and expose her relationship, because in her mind, it's too sacred. I can't give that up. But birds don't really value relationships. That's why they be in and out of them. Like, you gotta understand, when a woman is used to running through multiple dudes and she's only dealing with dudes because of their money, a woman like that can't love a man. She can't care about a man enough to want to be committed to that man. And her mom, her mom got exposed. Everybody in the comments was telling her mom, yo, you failed your daughter. But instead, her mom said the podcast did good because of the numbers. See, women like this, bro, they thrive in delusion. What they will never do is face their reality. They will never look themselves in the mirror and face their truth. If you listen to Evelyn, everything that she's saying is a straight lie. She's just lying and capping, and it's just so sad that she's leading her daughter down that same road. Misery love company, bro. And you will think that if a woman truly loves her daughter, she will never want to see her daughter be a hoe. That just goes to show you how hoes can't love nothing. They ain't got compassion for nothing, not even their own kid. Just look at the way she's responding to her daughter. It's like, yo, that's part of the game. You gonna be alright. Look, you had a baby with a rapper, okay? Think about that. You good. He got money. So it's okay. Like, whatever you're going through right now, it's okay. So instead of her daughter going to counseling for her trauma and things like that, what she's going to do is find a new sucker and take advantage of him. That's how it works, fellas. These birds get with the player, get their heart broken, find him a sucker, and use him to power up. They're going to heal through him. Fellas, be wise out here, man, for real.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.